At 1724, Parkers member Stephen Brooks was struck by a vehicle that was traversing the Seminole Woods Parkway. The responders were on scene and completed their initial response and immediately began to treat Mr. Brooks.
We're learning more about the Palm Coast Fire Police member who was critically injured on Tuesday. 82-year-old Stephen Brooks was on duty securing a crash site in Seminole Woods late Tuesday afternoon when he was struck by a passing vehicle and critically injured. He was airlifted to Halifax Hospital in Daytona Beach, where he remains in critical but stable condition. Palm Coast Fire Chief Kyle Berryhill.
Stephen initially is still there today. We're really blessed that he's in critical but stable condition. He has I think 4 broken bones, some internal injuries. They're continuing to monitor some of those things. Just to tell you a little bit about Stephen, he is retired from his first career. He worked for a railroad in Utah where he was also a volunteer member of their fire department. Served for over 22 years. Beaver County, Utah, the Milford Valley Ambulance Service. He reached the level of assistant chief. I always call him Chief Brooks last name. He's a really good man. You don't like to see your team's blood on the ground, and we saw it yesterday. But luckily, we believe that there's a ton of hope about Stephen's condition.
The driver involved stayed at the location and fully complied with authorities throughout the investigation. Chief Berryhill said there were no obvious signs indicating carelessness or irresponsible actions on the driver's part. Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Thursday, January 9th. The Flagler County Sheriff's Office is already leading the way in corrections for 2025.
Sheriff Rick Staley and the Flagler County Sheriff's Office Court and Detention Services Division are proud to announce 2 exciting achievements for the agency's detention services team.
I'm very proud of our detention services team, as 2 of our deputy sheriffs have been selected by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to be subject matter experts for the Corrections Academy curriculum for training of correctional officers throughout the state of Florida.
The FCSO Detention Services section has been selected to present at the 2025 National Sheriff's Association Winter Conference, taking place in February in Washington, D.C. Division Chief Dan Engert will present the seminar.
In addition, Chief Engert has been selected to present a class on how to reduce recidivism and increase community safety to the National Sheriff's Association, where sheriffs from around the country. This is quite an accomplishment for our detention team. It shows that we are recognized and on the cutting edge of correctional services, not only in the state of Florida, but nationwide.
The seminar will focus on how FCSO selects, implements, and evaluates several life-challenging programs at the Sheriff Perry Hall Inmate Detention Facility, which effectively addresses the underlying causes of recidivism and provide everyone re-entering the community with the foundational tools and opportunities to never again return to incarceration. For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
In other news, yesterday the Flagler County Legislative Delegation convened for its organizational meeting and general legislative public hearing. The meeting was chaired by Representative Sam Greco and attended by Senator Tom Leek, and heard public testimony on legislative issues, funding requests, and local bills. The city of Palm Coast invites residents to a ribbon-cutting ceremony on Monday celebrating new tennis courts and upgrades at the Southern Recreation Center. The event runs from 8 to 9 in the morning with refreshments available. In June, the City Council approved a $700,000 growth grant from the USTA to fund the project. The upgrades include 4 clay courts, LED lighting for nighttime play, and an open-air stadium seating over 140 spectators. And finally, nighttime closure of the I-95 ramps at Palm Coast Parkway and Matanzas Woods Parkway will begin as early as tonight. These closures are necessary for stripping work and testing the wrong-way detection system. Schedules may change due to weather and other unforeseen circumstances. For updates and more information, visit cflroads.com/project. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.